I believe they call this police brutality.
You bet your ass they do.
No need for violence.
Hi, welcome to the Film Prospector, a channel where I patrol the past to find DVD gold and bring it back to the present. 2025, time travel is everywhere, and it's complicated. Set 21 years after 1994's Timecop's 2004, 2003's Timecop 2's 2025 has so many time crimes, not 2007's time crimes, that Van Damme's Time Enforcement Commission isn't enough. The Society for Historical Authenticity now keeps watch on the TEC and checks that no one's doing a Van Damme and trying to save their dead wife.
What are you two up to? You know damn well what we're up to, Ryan. We're here to make sure you don't try any of your strong-arm bullshit while you're on suspension.
Strong-arm bullshit?
But ironically in Timecop 2, it's someone from that very organisation who decides that maybe the present would be better if someone gave history a little nudge and their wife wasn't dead. After a little historical tinkering,
Oh, we've got spikes across the board. They're massive.
and the present day starts to collapse, with Van Damme off doing one of his last decent films, In Hell, up jumps Jason Scott Lee to grimace his way through the past and kick some ass. Timecop 2, The Berlin Decision. That decision comes in the opening mission in Nazi Germany. The Society's Brandon Miller, played by Thomas Ian Griffith, decides to go off script and he puts together a crew to kill Hitler. Our hero, Ryan Chang, is the Timecop who saves Hitler to preserve the future.
Shoot, Sasha! Shoot!
He kills Miller's wife and arrests Miller. Then he hunts the rest of his crew down.
The outstanding murder warrant against you supersedes the present charges. You have been found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder in absentia and are hereby sentenced to death.
This is a kangaroo court! You're the murderers! Miller was right! Sasha. You're just like Hitler! You're just like Hitler!
But then things start to get a little bit screwy. If you kill a Timecop before they became a Timecop, then everyone they ever arrested is suddenly free again.
The personnel files on the entire TEC have been accessed and downloaded. Shit!
That means if Miller's behind this, he could go back and erase that. Ryan!
What the hell just happened?
There's a riot at the local prison and Miller is back, rampaging through time, only now he's targeting Chang's family.
Killing you here gives me no satisfaction. But to accomplish what I believe I was put on this earth for, I have to make sure you were never born in any incarnation.
Does all this stand up to the grandfather paradox and any other logical thought about time travel? Maybe, maybe not. This is the world of Timecop, which has its own rules, and we're reminded of them early on with a quick greatest hits rehash of the trouble with going back in time.
How the hell did this happen without me knowing?
Look, I can't account for every movement made by our agents throughout their lives.
And what exactly did you do here all day long, Travis?
I just launch them and retrieve them, boss. They're the ones trained to interact with the past. They know the same matter can't occupy the same space at the same time.
Shit!
So don't go back in time and touch yourself. And remember that time jumps can go wrong. Though by 2025 it's now the time flow which moves and not the chair you're in.
Cell cohesion failure.
So that means it's the room that gets a red splat and not just one single wall. Ultimately, this film's got weightier issues on its mind, with some surprisingly difficult ethical questions.
You'd be going against everything you stand for. Oh. But it's different when it affects you personally, right? You fucking hypocrite. Go on. Go on, do it. You kill him, you kill me. Your father never dies. Something to think about, isn't it?
But almost everything is answered with a flying kick or a gunfight, which is fine because this film does both of those well. Jason Scott Lee and Thomas Ian Griffith are old hands at this sort of thing, and they do a fine job, adding a joke or an extra flourish to try and add some life into their characters.
Let's put an end to it all right here, Ryan. Come on, baby! Don't let me down. Yes.
Most of the rest are perfectly functional. John Beck as the Timecop boss.
You did your job. You protect the future by preserving the past. You follow orders, even the ones you don't like. You're not little people, Ryan. You're Timecop. You've had $1 million+ worth of training. I mean, hell, I trained you myself. You're my go-to guy. So you get your shit together.
Mary Page Keller as the Doc, forever ignored as she tries to protest every single time jump.
Accelerated launch.
Just give me the shot, Doc.
God, Ryan, this is not safe. We shouldn't be doing this.
Doc! Give me the shot or my molecules will be scattered from here to hell and back. Doc, give me the damn shot!
12,
Betsy!
10, 9, 8, 7.
A large assortment of heavies, including Sven Ole Thorsen, who doesn't put up much of a fight considering he's Hitler's bodyguard. I found 5 out of 10 grams of gold here. Not bad for a straight-to-DVD sequel I've never heard of. It's like someone went back to 2003, made a Timecop 2, and poof, it's suddenly 22 years old and yet never previously existed. Amongst the slightly too complex narrative, there's some nice scenes which are well acted.
You're the one who always said to me that if a Timecop does his job right, no one knows if he got it right except him. The same Timecop would also be the only one to know if he got it wrong. This one got by me, Bits.
In one scene, Ryan Chang's father has a conversation with a younger Miller about the ethics of time travel intervention. This is possibly the best version of this that I've seen.
I'm just saying, if time travel is possible, we have a moral obligation to right the wrongs of the past.
So are you suggesting that if it were possible to change historic events, we should?
Yes, absolutely.
Without knowing the results of those changes? Changes that would have a profound effect on our world as we know it.
I don't see the problem with that, as long as the changes are for the better.
Of course, the film has echoes of the original, and classics like Back to the Future.
Mom! Dad. That is just so wrong.
But it does feel like it's trying to do its own thing with varying results. There's a nice little sequence playing with a butterfly effect. A year before, Ashton Kutcher also tried that.
Miller's altered history so that he was never arrested. Jeffers was never born, so we never caught Miller trying to assassinate Hitler. Well, who the hell was Jeffers and Hitler?
The fight choreography is decent. I'd have liked maybe a couple more fights, but I can understand why maybe they didn't want to take this established IP and suddenly switch it fully to martial arts. Of course, there is a final confrontation between the two main characters, and everyone seems happy that, of course, Jason Scott Lee finally takes his shirt off.
That boy, I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and comment, and join me next week, because I'm strapped to my chair and I'm ready to time jump straight to 2013.